Deuteronomy 3 1 to 29. Moses recounted how, similar to the Shion, the Israelite defeated Og, and Og, from here, he was a giant because his bed was decorated with iron and more than 9 cubits long. In this one, it says that is about 14 feet long. So, I think someone that is 6 feet tall is like tall, but this guy is 14 feet. And so it's more than 14 feet. So he is a giant. And that's why, no wonder why, before, this is even on the other side of the Jordan. And so the Israelites, they were saying like they are like grasshoppers in the sight of these people, and this is what they mean. These are giants. And so it's interesting that it talked about that. I don't know what Rephaites is, but tracing it might give some idea, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. And then so after that, they divided the land, and the woman can can stay in the towns, I guess, but the men will continue to fight the women and children. And it's also interesting that with these two kings, they destroy everything except for the cattle. So they left no survivor, including men, women, and children. So God is using the Israelite as judgment on these kind of people, I guess. And so, the Bible does say, like, even though life is precious, but when God does bring judgment, and he specifically used the Israelites for that reason. I think they gave the kings chances, like the kings can choose to comply with their request to let them through the land, but then these kings chose to defy the Israelite and therefore defying God. And so I don't know the full story of how they are as a an entity, were they a wicked group of people, but I'm pretty sure that they were doing something that God condemns, and that their heart isn't for God. And so when judgment time come, and the judgment time did come to them through the Israelite. So there's a lot of things that the Bible doesn't talk about or detail, but I am sure that God is just, and he knows the perfect time for everything. And that's why these are not a problem to me when I read things about this. And then so Moses then saw how God is starting to do mighty works, and just these defeating these kings and stuff like that, and he wanted to go into the good land beyond the Jordan, but God would not hear him further on it. And so God said that he can look at the land, but he will not lead them, and Joshua, the son of Nun, will do that instead.